Hi everyone! This is my first video live from Jakarta, Indonesia. Whew! It's been a whirlwind these last few days, let me tell you. This is my first time I get to make a video that I feel sane and not completely sleep deprived and emotional and crazy like the last few days have been. But I decided that I'm going to write my blogs, kind of like journal entries, documenting my trip. I think that's the easiest way. And then, I'll intertwine other blogs that have to do with the country and things that I learn along the way. So I'll be posting those sometime this week. My internet has been down just the last day or so. So hopefully it'll be up tomorrow, and then I can upload all of those things. That's my plan. Anyway, let's see where to begin. I left California. Everything happened really fast. I received word, that I had this opportunity in Indonesia, and I was asked to, come as soon as possible. So it was about 2 months that, everything took place from the opportunity opening up to closing down my home in California and saying bye to family in Chicago. And then going through the, all the visa the red tape for the visa and just getting ready to come here and then finally arriving. So I think today's Sunday, so it's been about 4 days, 3 or 4 days since I've been here. And it's been interesting, to say the least. A lot of, I don't know, I don't know where to be. Let's just start from the beginning. So yeah, when the plane ride over, I flew from San Francisco through Taipei, Taiwan. That flight was about 12 hours. It was great. It was through Eva Air. I had never flown with this airline before, but it was nice. The seats were comfy. The plane was really big. I paid like $60 extra for 3 inches more of leg room, and it was totally worth it. I slept most of the flight, watched a little bit of Inception, I was listening to my Frank Ocean, and that was about it. And then we arrived in Taipei, Taiwan. I had a 3-hour layover, so I just walked around the airport a little bit. Yeah, they had all these high-end Cartier and Gucci stores and everything right there next to the gate, which was interesting. And I boarded that plane to Jakarta. It was about a 5-hour flight from Taipei to Jakarta, and I will say I kind of had about a mini meltdown. I'll get to the full meltdown later. But I had a mini meltdown on the plane because everything just kind of just hit like, oh my God, you're going to be living abroad for a year. Yeah, it was crazy. I just had all these emotions. I hadn't really had a chance to really process everything. And don't get me wrong, I'm very excited, about this opportunity. But it was something about everything just hitting me at one time. And I do write about this. And so it was kind of funny. It's like I wanted to cry, so I had, a few tears were streaming down my face. I had my little sunglasses on. And, but anyway, I went to the bathroom and splashed some water on my face and was like, all right, like you're built for this. Like that was my little mantra during the whole process of me, trying to move. So anyway, arrived in Indonesia and met my contact, and all my bags were there, which was like a blessing. I didn't have any issue with customs, which was great. And then I arrived to Indonesia, met my contact, and we were off. And it was interesting. Like it's very warm here. It's near the equator, so it's very not really Mediterranean feel, but sorta. Kind of like South Florida. Very humid. And Jakarta. Well, Indonesia is made up of many islands, but Jakarta is a big city. I think it's like the 4th largest city in the world. So I think there's more people here than in New York City, or just as many as New York City. So it's really busy. And so we went to the apartment. Another funny story that's in my blog. And Sorry, I thought I lost you. Okay, so we went to the apartment, and it's decent. I'll, once I kind of spruce it up a little bit, I'll show you what the apartment looks like. But it came with a wok. You can see in the background. So I'm so excited about that because I actually had a wok before I moved, and I ended up. Oh no, I actually kept it. I didn't give it away. But so that was just kind of cool. I can't wait to cook and learn some Southeast Asian recipes. And so I arrived at the apartment. That was kind of a crazy mess of a situation for a moment, but it was fine. And then after that, where did we go? Oh, we went to lunch. Me and my supervisor, we had lunch. I wasn't feeling bad, but I was just like a little nauseous. So I didn't really have an appetite. So I just like forced some spinach down, and he was really hungry, so I watched him eat. And then we exchanged money. We're looking into cell phone for over here, and that's about it. But what's interesting is where I live. It's called Kelapa Gading, and it is in the northern part of Jakarta, and it's an Indo-Chinese immigrants. A lot of people from Korea and other parts of Asia, and they live, in this area. So I would say it's middle class, upper class area where I live. And what's interesting is it's like inside the Mall of Indonesia. Okay, so malls are a huge deal here. I've only seen one mall, which is Mall of Indonesia, which is right across the street or kind of within the the area I live. And when I say mall, it's like almost like a Mall of America. There's lounges, restaurants, like circus acts almost, entertainment, and all kinds of. I'll take some footage, but it's like a madhouse. Like, it's crazy. So the way the apartment complex is set up, it's like about 3 or 4 apartment complexes that are in a square, and then the Mall of Indonesia is right in the middle. So everything is in walking distance. So I can just walk outside my door, and there's spas, there's a yoga studio, there's a bar, there's shopping centers. But this mall is, it's like, I don't know if it's like 4 or 5 stories, but it's huge. Like, anyone from Chicago, I'm talking like McCormick Place, or maybe old school McCormick Place. I know it's a lot bigger now, but that's kind of like how the mall is. So apparently they have these mega malls all over Indonesia, and it's kind of like a pastime, that families come to, and people love to shop, and you can go get your hair done and everything. So so that's kind of cool. And then let's see what else. Oh, so then my supervisor was like, hey, I think you should get a massage and some reflexology, where like they push pressure points in your foot, that are connected to your organs and various things. So that was really cool. So we went to this spa 2 doors down from my house, and it's like an after work type of thing that people do. And you come in, and you pay for your spa appointment, and then they call you, and then you're taken into this large room, and there's like all these recliner chairs and flat screen TVs, and people are on their cell phones, men, women, all ages. People bring their kids, and it's just like something that people do. So it's not looked at as like a luxury. Like in America, we look at massages as like a luxury, but it's really like a maintenance, to keep your health up. So that was amazing, and I loved that. And so I had like a 90-minute treatment, and then afterwards I went back up to my apartment, and I think I had some tea, and then proceeded to have a mini breakdown. Breakthrough. Way to bring in my time here. But I'll get to that in the next video. So if you want to hear more about my Indonesian adventures, subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to our website, mawooangels.com. Thanks.